It's actually 3 months since Dad left us. One could ask, how are we coping? And what is this that makes my dad, Mititi the Great, I will take you through the life I had with my father, and why I am him. When you see me, I'm my dad. When I received the news that Dad has gone, I never believed. Actually, I was in this compound. I'm sleeping in the morning. I'm not woken up. And I received a call that we have taken Dad to hospital and he has just left us. I asked, Dad? Which dad? I was told Dad Ernest. Mititi? Yeah. I could not believe it. I just thought I was dreaming. So I had to call again somebody else, other than the one who called me, my brother. I called another brother of mine. Actually, I called and my brother told me it's true. Still, I could not believe it. I had to call a nurse in the same hospital, Tabaka Mission Hospital, just to be sure. It's the nurse who broke the news that were finally ultimate. It was just the end of that conversation. I think I was really flabbergasted. I was down into tears, because I understand Dad has been sick previously, but as per the time I'm being told that Dad is left, I don't think I had any. What followed was for me to go and confirm that indeed the great man has rested. I confirmed it. Dad, born in the poor village of Musambi, the village without luxury, but Dad lived large. Dad deprived nobody. Dad never took what did not belong to him. He took no more than he deserved. Dad resisted controversy. Dad loved peace. Dad was a friend to everyone. Tears kept rolling. I was driving, so I reserved not to pick any calls, so I switched off my phone and drove slowly until I got somewhere where we interchanged with my other young brother Alphonse to help me drive. And then memories again came back about Dad. Dad was born in those days when education was not a must, but Dad strived to get education even after attaining the age of 21. Having worked in Kericho plucking tea, he decided I need to go back to school. So at the age of 21, Dad started class 8 and went all through started in class 1 and went all through up to class 8 and got his certificate of that time, CPE. His peers all chose to be teachers. Dad also qualified to be a teacher. I think he could have been a primary school teacher, but Dad chose business. The motivation to study at the age of 21 is what, as I said, I'm always motivated by that, because I personally say I will forever be a student. I will keep learning, either formal or informal. Be in school, be in YouTube, go to Google, I must learn. Money can be paid by myself. I can get things for free. I can be paid by the government, get school fees from the government, from NGOs. I can still get money from my employer, who has really helped me come 21 to get a lot of training. I've received a lot of certificates from different institutions, courtesy of Com21. To me, what matters is that I can learn anytime. That is some of the things that I will forever remember Dad for. So those things kept coming and the tears kept rolling, till I saw Daddy's body resting, quiet, cool at Tabaka Mission Mortuary. It was a very unusual sight to see. One that is incredible, one you cannot take. Mzee had rested. I took the Catholic prayer. Eternal rest grant to him, O Lord. Let perpetual light shine upon Daddy's soul, and let it rest in eternal peace. I said amen. I think that was phase one of my tears. Friends who were there, the Ogotis, kept me calm. God bless you, the Ogot family, Gloria and Victor, plus a host of cousins who were with me. We went to the car, traveled home. At home, when I just saw Daddy's bench, a bench that has been there, he has used it for a very long time. He used to sit in that bench saying hi, greeting people or passers-by as they went by. Dad could not allow you to pass without greeting you. When I saw that bench, again tears came rolling. Dad, the man of the people, the man who loved the church, the man who taught us faith, he brought us in wood upbringing. He ensured two of his children, a son and a daughter, served the church. Reverend Father Evans, Sister Gladys Viaki. He allowed them to do God's work without complaining. He ensured most of us lived the faith, received all the church sacraments. He gave part of his land to be constructed a sanctuary for prayers. He ensured that everyone who worshipped Sunday, early in the morning you worship, no work, in Daddy's family. Those memories kept coming. Dad, who, when I was a child, called me a friend, Rafiki. I stayed with Dad in a center. There is a center, he had a shop. I stayed with him, I think, from my class, somewhere class 5 or up to class 8. We used to stay, the two of us, because I had lost mom when I was like 6 years old. And after that, I'm the last born, so some of my siblings had already left school, others were elsewhere, so I'm the one who was closest. Dad allowed me to do business with him. He allowed me to count the daily earnings of money in the shop. A lot of it I could receive, hide it somewhere. When he comes, he picked it, he go banking it in the nearby banks. Because Dad, as I said, is an hybrid of both the old system and the educated system. So he knew how to bank. Dad was used to speak very nice English. every time he spoke English, you could just look for a dictionary to make references or to get to understand some of the deeper meanings of what he used to say. His language, I think, it must have been taught from the Queen's English from the ancient time. So when those memories come and I saw the bench again, I went down into tears. Deep down, it was just tears which kept rolling. But I was encouraged. I met all my brothers, and together we accepted the reality which shone to our minds that Dad was no more. Keep resting in peace, dear Ernest Mititi. Yes, after accepting the reality, we had to sit down and plan a decent burial from there, because Shakwa, it has already happened. You can't reverse. He had gone at his own time. We had to gather teams. I was made the family treasurer. Mzee loved simple life, but a Christian life. We had to ensure that Mzee is buried decently. Friends came through from all over, church, at work, where we stay, to ensure that Mzee gets what it deserved. The church, particularly the Catholic Church of Kisii, really supported us. Bishop Joseph Mairura, all the Kisii priests, the sisters of the Blessed Virgin Congregation Tabaka, through their leader, came through. Mother Giovanna, God bless you. Through you, we got the love of a mother. The sisters from Tabaka joined us in plenty. Friends from Nakuru, friends from Nairobi, friends from Narok, friends from Kericho, friends from abroad. God bless you. We cannot say much. My dad, Mititi the Great, deserved the best. He was decently buried. As bishops said, one could think he was one of the old priests who had died. Fare thee well, Mzee. We, the living, have your legacy to preserve, to live honesty, to live truthfully, to live openly, and to live lovingly. That's what Mzee Ernest stood for. We will forever cherish the love he left us. We, the Mititis.